President-elect Joe Biden finally gave the victory speech on Saturday night in Wilmington, Delaware, that his supporters had been anticipating since Tuesday, following days of interminably slow vote counting in several battleground states which postponed an official resolution of the contest between Biden and President Trump. The day itself, Saturday, November 7th, was a momentous one for so many reasons, from the finality that had now been brought to the race for the White House to the fact that a new administration is now getting set to tackle the coronavirus pandemic, which continues to rampage across the country and set one staggeringly bad new record after another. Most Americans, aside from the crowds in the streets with signs in support of Biden and those who attended the victory speech itself on Saturday night, experienced the events of the day through the prism of news media coverage. Which is important to mention, because President Trump's favorite antagonists, as a collective, are likewise on the precipice of a new era, an industry-wide turning of the page, which the Trump exit can be seen as marking the beginning of. The advent of a new year is set to bring epochal change to newspapers, broadcast news, digital news outlets and more, for similar reasons which they all share as well as the idiosyncrasies that define them individually. Legacy brands like the New York Times NYT as well as scrappy digital properties Axios, BuzzFeed News documented each extraordinary moment of the Trump era, and especially the battles for racial justice and the effects of the devastating COVID-19 crisis. It will soon be apparent, if it's not already, how much change is now set to unfold across the width and breadth of the Fourth Estate that's been so crucial to our understanding of the world these past 4 years, especially. Here are 5 things to watch for. Goodbye to the Trump bump. In some ways, President Trump's election in 2016 was a boon to news publishers. Here was the ascension to the most powerful office in the world by a candidate like no other, and readers were hungry for information to help them make sense of it all. It's a trend that has dominated the president's extraordinary 4-year tenure, even up to the point of his defeat by Biden. The Guardian UG, for example, reported its best-ever digital traffic day on November 4th, notching more than 190 million page views globally in 24 hours, according to Adweek. Likewise, some 116 million unique visitors visited CNN's digital presence that same day, giving it, too, a record. The Washington Post beat its best-ever page view record by more than 40%, and the Philadelphia Inquirer said new subscribers are up 83% over the past week. Media analyst Alex DeGroot told Adweek that when Trump is no longer the president, this bump will fade. The post-Trump world may feel very boring, and this may impact news consumption.